Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. And it is a beautiful, cloudy Wednesday morning, but fret not. You've got all the sunshine you'll ever need stepping in right here to Sunshine's Corner. And of course, as always, good morning to you and welcome in to the hottest spot in town. This is the place we talk about the things that you need to know, the things that are difficult to talk about as well. It's all here. But every single day, I invite you to be a part of the conversation because I believe collectively, if we all put our resources together, oh wow, what a powerful thing that would be. I will continue to say that until we all catch on. You know what I mean? Good morning to you. And today now, I've got a young lady that's in with me that I met last year. I think it was about last year. We did a podcast together. And I want to say to Monica, thank you for introducing me to this young lady. I mean, like, she is absolutely great. Dr. Kennita Williams is with me today. And we're going to be talking about a program that I think everybody needs to listen closely, take heed to, and be a part of. Because it's all about life coaching. Getting somebody that's going to coach you on some things in life that you don't see. Because, you know, a lot of people don't see when you take, as my mother used to say, I see, baby, what you don't even see. That's right. But good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm so good.
Look, it's been a minute since we've seen it, but we occasionally we talk on social media, and we'll reach out to each other. How's it going? We have tried for months to get this to work.
Months, but I'm glad because I just wanted some sunshine. So I needed that. Pun intended.
Come on now. But you know, we have done this and we've tried to. Ever since we met, we talked with Monica Stanford. We were on her.
Yes.
It was a podcast. Gosh, it's been a minute.
Yes.
It's a long time.
This year went by fast.
It didn't it go? But look, can you believe we're down to the Raw in 2024?
No, and it's Christmas.
I mean, and oh my God, everything has gone so fast, and it seems like it's just going like a flash.
Yes.
But you know, but what you and your husband does, and I'm sorry your husband couldn't make it.
I know, I'm sorry, but next time we're going to come on here together.
Exactly,
yes,
because what you all do as a team is absolutely phenomenal. Look, you had something on your page I copied.
Okay.
And I thought it was so great that you put this up, and I told this young man that's working with me, Nias, I'm going to take that one. Clarity is the light that turns confusion into confidence.
Yes.
Guiding you to see, build, and lead with purpose and joy.
Yes.
That is so powerful.
Yes, yes. Thank you for that, because it's about seeing what we can't even possibly believe sometimes.
That's right.
But if we see it in here, we can be it.
We can
do it, and we get the clarity and the steps to make it happen.
And you know, we were talking about this off camera, about this clarity, about us being together as a team, that we can work together to do anything. If we take the I out of the equation, it's us.
That's so good, because it is the clarity piece. Like, what I see might not be as big as what you see sometimes.
Or vice versa.
Exactly. And then we can help each other be able to see a bigger picture, a better picture. Because
that's right.
Where you're strong, I may be weak. Where I'm weak, you may be strong.
Right.
So we can be better together.
But with you and your husband as a team, I think this is great that you all can play that together. When I say play off each other, that he can see something or you see something, that you can put this together and cause the persons that are with you to grow and get that confidence.
That's 100% right, because we are totally different, and we see things totally different. You know, he's retired Air Force, military, you know, sound, and everything has to be away. He's from the South, I'm from the North, I'm from Delaware, he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Oh, really?
So,
does he have
rice
an
and
accent?
potatoes.
Oh,
rice
come on
and potatoes. Totally different. He does not have an accent.
That Louisiana accent?
His family does.
Uh-oh.
So I know when he's talking to him, because he sounds like him.
Get out. Well, he knows how to control that with you. Oh, how great.
Yeah.
But you know, with the two of you and being in the military.
Yes, ma'am.
As a matter of fact, we had military on yesterday, two ladies that were that's retired, and we were talking about veterans and all of that, and with the fact that the two of you, how did you all come up with this coaching, this life coaching?
Yes, so Clear Vision, it started with me. Traveled with my husband all these years, 27 years married, 24 years of service.
That's beautiful.
Yes, and then so with Clear Vision, so I worked military justice for years, and so I seen the ugly, I seen the bad sides.
Everybody, wait now, this is doctor, okay? Come on.
Yeah, and so I seen all the suicides. I seen domestic violence. I seen the
Really?
ugly sides of the military, right? And so with that, I wanted something lighter. I thought, okay, I need something. I want to prevent things from happening, and instead of getting to the end of the road and say, we're going to pray for you and hope you make it in.
And keep on going, right?
Keep it going.
Exactly.
And so that's when I went back to school, went into coaching, found out what it was all about, because coaching and counseling and, being different. Because with coaching, we help people move forward. And then with counseling, you dig back to the past and you help them overcome
Now,
their
I got
traumas.
that. Now, I thought that was 1 and 1. But no, I'm learning today. Come on, doctor, teach me more.
Yeah, so with counseling, you deal with people's traumas, you deal with their past, you deal with things that they have been through. But with coaching, we help you move forward and get beyond what you've been through and where you think you can't go, and we take you forward to get there.
Really?
So, like you said, we see it. We see it in you. It's like a basketball coach.
Right.
When kids come out, they play a sport, and maybe they want to be a shooter, and the coach is like, no, you need to be over here doing this, and you're better here. So the coach helps you walk through it, comes beside you, and helps you discover what you don't even know that's on the inside.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is so great. Okay, everybody, when you give this number, don't blow her up. We're going to give you a way that you can get in touch with her. Because I think we need that. Some of us tend to think, oh, no, I'm okay. Or you get into a routine and you stay there.
Yes.
You don't want to move. You're stuck right there. You don't want to advance. You're comfortable right there. Or you think.
So true. You think. You don't see yourself doing anything different, right?
Exactly.
Because you do it so often.
And you've been there so long.
Or people tell you, you're great at it.
Right.
And you just do.
But you can become greater when you open up those doors.
Absolutely.
I mean, my goodness. How long you have been doing this with Clear Vision?
Right. So I've been coaching on the side of coaching for 8 years now.
Okay.
And then with the Clear Vision, we have our conference and we have the academy. I've been doing that for 6 years. This will be our 6th year doing the conference.
Wonderful. Yes. I mean, do you have? I'm asking a question. I don't think I'm asking about me. I mean, when you get into that and you're doing things like that with the coaching of people, okay, like let's use myself as an example.
Absolutely.
I'm a person that's so outspoken. I call a spade a spade.
Yes.
When I see it, I call it.
Yes.
And it causes to have me feel like sometimes that person's a little bit slower. I mean, they don't want to advance. I don't want to use the word slower.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, don't you see this? Yeah. Why are you doing it this way when it can be that way? What would you tell a person like me? Did you hear that?
but you are who you are, right?
Right.
And I love that you know that.
Right.
Because when I deal with a lot of people that come to my academy, I deal with a lot of professionals because I work with leaders. So a lot of people that have went through careers, they're burnt out. I deal with doctors, commanders, lawyers. I deal with counselors that come through my academy. A counselor has
to have a counselor.
They come through my academy.
Right.
And they want to see it different because coaching is a model. So it's about like actively listening. And, when we're fixers, because we're women, we're naturally fixers.
Exactly.
So when you learn how to coach, you're doing it different because you're actually helping and not solving. So and not fixing people, but you're helping them discover what's on the inside themselves. So you're coming alongside of them. You're not just fixing them. You're not just giving them the solution, right?
But it's not bad that I'm that way.
No, it's not bad at all because it's you and you know that.
Right.
And so to be able to talk with you, there's a reason behind why you do what you do.
Oh, God, now, you come.
Really? Right? So like as a coach, I'm sitting down with you and helping you discover, because if you get to a moment where you're not happy with yourself, not happy what you're doing, and it's like, why? Because it's about moving forward, and sometimes we do get stuck.
Okay, now you just said a mouthful. When you get to a point, okay, like, look, now I'm telling you, because I'm going to tell you why I'm going this deep, because they've got a conference that you might want to go to.
That's right.
Okay, but listen, it's what I'm asking you that, because you said you get to a point where it feels like you get burned out, you get tired because it's stuck.
Yes.
How do you get past that when you get to that point, when you're around that and you see that, it feels like you right here, and it's like, and then I want to go.
Yes.
I see, I think my vision is out this way. I don't look just in the middle. I put this whole picture together.
Yes.
And I see the whole vision. But then with me, how can you get out of that when you feel like it becomes frustrating?
Okay.
And you see what I'm saying?
You're asking such good questions. This is so good because I feel like at the end of God's hand is peace. Right?
Amen.
So when you don't have peace,
Uh-huh.
you have to wonder if this is God's hand. Like, have I stayed somewhere too long? Like,
am I in the right place?
In the right place? Am I sitting at the right table? And I feel like a lot of times He'll introduce us to a space, and we get comfortable.
Right.
We get stuck on that comfortability, or we get stuck because we're loyal.
Very.
So we stay loyal to people. We stay in relationships. And really, we're supposed to get something at that moment, and it's time to move on. But we stay in a space. I say all the time, and my husband laughs, I say, God fires us, and we keep showing up. So we stay in
like that.
we stay in these spaces, and we're so frustrated. We get in situations, or we're in a relationship, or with friends, or at tables, and we're like, why are we here? We look around and we're like, okay, this doesn't feel good. Or we're upset or frustrated. Or the alarm will go off and we're like, oh, we got to go to that job again. Oh, we got to do that again. So then we have to stop and pause and see, why am I feeling this way?
Yeah.
We have to ask ourselves, why are we feeling it? And then we'll start to realize it's time to move on.
My vision is bigger.
Yes. And I feel like we don't pause enough. And that's one of my biggest pieces. I say it's power in the pause. So when we pause and breathe. And
power in the pause. Are you all taking notes as well as I?
And we have to evaluate, right? It's like that self-inspection to say, why am I not happy?
Exactly.
Why am I feeling this way? I used to like this person. Like,
I can't stand that person now.
Right. And sometimes we kind of outgrow situations.
Oh, say that again.
We outgrow situations. We outgrow relationships. We outgrow people. But it doesn't mean they're a bad person.
Exactly.
It means
it's
that
just
it's time for us to move on.
Exactly. I mean, everybody, we're talking today because there is going to be Clear Vision.
Yes.
You got a conference that's coming up.
Yes.
That people can get in and enroll to learn more about you, to learn things. There it is right there.
Yes.
That's it. That's there.
That's a good looking guy.
I mean, who is that fella? I mean, but they're going to have this. This coming up when?
It is January. I cannot believe I'm saying January
next
2025.
Month. In a few weeks.
Like, yes. January 30th through February 1.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I'm just sitting here having a conversation, and I'm finding out things because there's so many things rolling through my head. If you may have a question, there's something you might want to say that's going to even empower you more to get involved in this conference, because I tell people every day, it's time for us to stop saying that, oh, I'm a gonna, and just do it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. And that's the beauty about the conference too, because it is interactive. Like, I've been to so many conferences over my career, of just information overload, right? Like that fire hose of information. And what happens? We take it, we put it in the binder, and we don't use it again, right?
Exactly.
But with the Clear Vision Leadership Conference, we are bringing interactive. We're making it where you're actually learning and walking away to be able to use practical steps.
That's what I want to see. I mean,
right? Practical steps to do what we taught you.
Right.
You know, so we're spending time together, and it's in a beautiful retreat space.
Oh, I bet that's just relaxing within itself. Because sometimes we get overwhelmed. And once when we're overwhelmed, we get to a point where we become, I say that, comes out.
Yes. Then you just throw your hands up, right?
You say, I'm tired of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it feels like that way. And it's just so that doesn't mean that anything wrong with you. That means that maybe
it's time to go higher.
Time to step higher, to take it a little bit further.
Yes.
You know, because don't become stagnant in anything. Grow.
That's so good.
You know, just grow. And this is what the conference is all about. If you're stuck in a daily grind, I'm using your words now. If you're stuck in a daily grind, it's time to make that step. If you would like to talk today, 850-432-7768, that is the number to call or text, because there may be a question that you're wondering about yourself. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk more about clearing your vision. about how you can be a part of the conference that's coming up. We'll tell you how, when, and what you need to do right here on Sonshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sonshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sonshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. I'll tell you what, look, I'm talking so much back here. You see me stammering, I'm getting so much information. Look, I'm having my session. But you know what, Dr. Williams,
yes,
I give people their flowers because they deserve that.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You deserve it.
Thank you.
And what you're doing is so phenomenal. Now, you also have an academy.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yes. So when we moved here, we transitioned because my husband retired from the Air Force, and I was still working with, I was working legislative with the senator then.
Right.
And then I decided I didn't want to do 9 to 5 anymore. But what do I do? Because we still need to make some money.
Hello. Come on, Lord. Tell me which way to go.
Right? Tell me. But moving forward, right? Not being stuck. And I decided that I was going to launch this academy and take the information that has helped me so I can help somebody else.
Absolutely.
And so it just started out as me trying to help a few people. Didn't advertise, didn't do anything.
And look at this.
They just started coming. And it was a need that just got felt. So I ended up being able to help professionals that we were coming off of COVID.
Right.
So
now that's something that hit a lot of us.
It hit us hard. And so people were looking to pivot because they were exhausted.
Of course.
A lot of the doctors were essential workers, so they were exhausted, but they still loved what they did. They didn't want to just let it all go.
Right.
So with that, I began to show them coaching and how they can go in as a consultant and be an expert at all the things that they have been doing for all those years.
Unbelievable.
So I do a certification. It's accredited. It's through the International Coaching Federation. And so you get,
when you stop, girl, you stop.
Yes,
you went all the way.
Yes, yes. I had to get it right, and work in an excellent way. And that's what I've done. And so we created the Academy. It's a 60-hour coaching course. You get certified as a coach. And a lot of people have different professions, different backgrounds, but they take that model of coaching and going back into, some people do one-on-one coaching and that's what they want to do.
Right.
So I work with a lot of military spouses and they're able to take a remote job to wherever their husband moves. They're able to be a coach wherever they are, right? So
excellent.
Thank God for technology and teleworking and doing things like that. So they're able to be a coach wherever they go. So that solved a problem for military spouses to be able to have a job.
But you're
and
just
move.
obedient as well. See, what God gave you, you're an obedient servant. And so look, he
Yeah.
said, okay, let me do this. And you said, okay, I don't want to do the 9 to 5. He said, okay, do this.
Yeah.
And look where he's taking you now.
And it has worked out so well. I mean, I watch doctors that have went back in. Now they're helping their colleagues be able to work-life balance, show them how, and coaching them through that. So that it's been used in different areas and different arenas, because the coaching model is about asking powerful questions, actively listening, and just not trying to fix people, but help people discover what's already in there.
Do you run into people where when you even tell them they don't want to accept the fact of what's really there, they really want to talk it out of it because you know what you see and you're trying to help them get through it?
Absolutely, but it's about asking the right questions. So when I begin to ask questions, they have to dig inside and think about it. And then they realize, like, did I just tell her that? So they can't believe it came out. It's about the power in that question. And when you ask the right questions, because it's things that we have inside of us that nobody knows.
You got that
and
right.
What we've experienced, nobody knows.
You got that right.
But when you ask the right questions, they begin to think about it, and then it automatically starts coming out. They're like, wait a minute, what did you just do? But it helps, because then you realize why you do what you do.
Unbelievable. You know, I have to use myself. That's the only person I know. Sometimes, and I have this thing I want. Yes, a thing. I got to stop. My girlfriend tells me, she said, girl, your face.
So we must be twins, because my daughter will text me and say, pick up your face, change your face.
My girlfriend, she said, oh, Sonshine, one night I was on stage and I was doing something. She said, oh my God, I wish you had taken your phone. She said, your face says something what your mouth was not saying. I mean,
we're going to help each other do better.
Okay, we're going to do better with that, because I'll tell you, that's the problem I have. Because you can read me by my face, because I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
Yes.
But you see, everybody, this is, okay, you see how fun this is. Now, can you imagine being at a conference in a beautiful place, learning things on how to make you better?
Yes.
How to get you to a stage where you need to be. I think I need to sign up for this conference.
You absolutely
need to come up for this conference.
It's an experience. And that's me. I made the conference. I'm selfish. I had to make it about me. But I wanted what I didn't see in other spaces.
Right.
And so, like I said, I've been on the professional side, the government side, went to a million conferences, and they're great. The food is great. Things are great.
Right.
But it's such an overload. So I wanted to give people an experience. So when they walked away, they didn't feel heavier than they felt when they came in. I wanted them to feel fresh and light and be able to feel like I can take these tips and tools and actually use them.
Most certainly. And did you hear this, the experience?
Yes.
I love that word where you say the experience.
Yes.
Because that's something you've got to go through. You're in and got to get through it.
Yes.
That's the experience. And I mean, I really, I cannot, I'm so happy we finally made this work. Because every time I would say, what about this day? Can't do it that day.
I know.
I mean, but it came together. It's the time it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Look at this, how
Perfect
God
time.
set it up. Time now, and in a few weeks, several weeks, then the conference is coming up. So it's top of mind.
Perfect time.
And everybody, and after the holidays, that's when we all need that person to sit down to
clear
lead.
vision.
We need clear vision after the holidays.
Vision. Yes.
So tell everybody how they can be a part of this. How can they get signed up? What do they need to do?
Absolutely. Thank you. So it's clearvisionleader.com, www.clearvisionleader.com. You can register there. And the conference is, like I said, January 30th through February 1. It's in Fort Walton Beach.
That's right down the road.
Right down the road. Fort Walton Beach, but it's worth the drive. Go over that beautiful bridge and see
and
the
just
water.
get there. You're there.
And you're there. And it's at the island. And it's a beautiful space. Good food. The conference is going to be an experience from start to finish. So it's a Thursday night for a meet and greet, and then we have Friday and Saturday. We're completely just digging in and learning all the things that we need to do.
And you know, I love the way in the title it says you're getting you ready for 2025. Enroll so that you can get that clear vision. I'm trying to think of what it really is. But it's for the beginning of a new year.
Yes.
I think everybody needs to shake it off and start all over, because to get this year kicked off on a positive note, I mean, I would encourage any and everybody, if you're at that point of overloading, if you're at that point where you feel that I'm stuck,
Mm-hmm.
Go on the website.
Yeah.
Clear Vision. What's that website again?
It's www.clearvisionleader.com.
Go there, sign up, and there are so many leaders I know that watch the show.
And it's about the wholeness of you, right?
Exactly.
Like it's to see well. My concept is see well, be well, lead well. So it's about us getting our clear vision so we can mentally be well, physically be well, spiritually be well, and help other people.
See well, be well, lead well.
Yes.
I love that.
Leading from a healthy place, right?
Exactly.
Hurt people. Broken people break people, but healthy people help people.
Oh, I love that. My head is going this fast.
Healthy people help people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
I mean, now, Dr. Williams, when I say that, because are you and your husband going to continue to do this that I see you do on social media?
Yes, we're absolutely doing it. I want to
talk about that.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Oh,
so we're going to launch our podcast. We're going to launch our podcast
there you go.
in 2025. And so we're going to be talking about these steps, being able to share how to be able to see well, how to be able to lead well, not bringing in other professionals like yourself who leads in a excellent way.
And we said something off camera when we first sat to get ready, because I think that if we connect all the dots, that we can really paint a picture that everybody can grow from what we're doing.
Yes.
It's not that we're going to miss a link to say that you can't do this because I don't want to share this with you.
That's right.
Okay, it's enough for all of us. Mm-hmm. And let's learn to support one another.
Yes.
So that we can really get to that point where you don't have to feel what can I say? Low self-esteem.
Right?
Intimidate, that's the word. And then if you're low self-esteem, we're going to teach you ways to get rid of that.
Yes, we want you to be whole and healthy, right?
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
And stop that with, trying to hold back and learn to let's grow together. Yes. I think everybody should see that. I really mean this from my heart. 2025 is going to be a year anyway. I'm just going to be as transparent as I know how. Yeah. 2025, you know what the presidency has already said they're going to try to do to the country, and especially for some people of color. So what I want to be real about, Dr. Williams, is this. If we don't stay on our knees praying, and if we don't come together, number one, as a community, to grow.
We have to collaborate.
We've
and I
got
feel like
to.
That's the season we're in right now.
Yes.
Collaboration. We need to take, if you have $5, I have $5. Let's
put
it together. We'll have 10. We'll have 10.
Look, my thing is, people will tell you, I say this often, put your dollar with my dollar. We got 2, then we put your dollar, then we got 3. It's constantly growing.
Absolutely.
So let's not feel that way.
Yes, it's about multiplication.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what I've done with the Academy. I feel like that's what I'm doing with the conference.
Right.
Is being able to pour in what I had. Like, I really wish someone would have told me this 25 years ago. Like, to pause and take a deep breath. Take care of yourself.
Exactly.
So you can help, because we do have a mission. God made us leaders to be able to help other people.
Yes.
But how can we help people if we're running on empty?
Right.
Like my grandmother used to say, we can't pour from an empty cup, right? You can't pour from an empty cup.
It won't happen.
But we keep still trying to pour.
Exactly.
And that's not healthy for anyone.
That is great. Everybody, please, let's not let this opportunity pass us by without taking the first step to get 2025 started off on a positive note. Number one, get you right.
Yes.
Come to the conference and get you right. Mm-hmm. And then you'll be able to clear you to help be a leader with somebody else.
That's right.
Okay? And we can all be leaders. I believe this from my heart, that God has given all of us different talents. Mm-hmm. And my talent is different from your talent.
That's right.
But look what's happening once we put these two talents together.
Put it together. And everybody is a leader. Even if I deal with a lot of military spouses, and they're like, I don't lead. You lead your household, because half of the time your husband's deployed and going to another location.
Exactly.
You lead your household. We're all leaders in our own right.
Absolutely. And please, let's not let this pass, because there's so many things I don't want you to think I'm doing a session on TV. Because there's so many things that I think that we need to talk about. But I want somebody else to ask a question. Yeah. I mean, if there's a question in your mind, maybe it's with a relationship. Because sometimes when you said there are sometimes people in relationships, when you outgrow, and I'm not ashamed to say that's what happened in my marriage. I outgrew my ex-husband.
Okay.
I mean, he's still in that same spot.
See? And you had bigger.
I had
bigger.
Much bigger.
Yes.
Much, much bigger. I mean, kudos to you, but I had to go.
had to go. And I'm glad you did, because we wouldn't be sitting here.
You got that right.
I'm glad.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But the fact of it is, what we're saying is, you need to find out within yourself. 850-432-7768. Don't be afraid to find out the truth.
Yes.
Sometimes we already know.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we don't want it to be spoken loudly.
Yes.
So that I can really see it.
And I have that because I deal with leaders, right?
Right.
So I tell them it's okay not to be okay.
I love
It's okay. And, we're not God. We're
No.
not supposed to be perfect.
No.
But there's things in us that will help us be better.
Exactly.
If we get out the things that need to come out,
Exactly.
right? And so it's about putting in some work. And sometimes that's hard to do, is to actually sit with yourself.
Exactly.
And actually take some self-inspection. What we were talking about a little earlier, taking some self-inspection and say, why do I do what
Most
I do,
certainly.
right? Like, why am I upset here?
I don't know why you took me back to this song a long time ago with Aretha Franklin. She said, if you look into your heart with a positive mind, take some self-inventory of the woman and her glory. Oh, come on now. Don't get
Yes, yes.
We're going to be back with Dr. Williams to talk more about clear vision, how you can get clarity for yourself right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
This is Wayne at Icon Automotive in Robertsdale, Alabama, and I wanted to tell you more about our powertrain warranty forever. It comes with any vehicle we sell that has 80,000 miles or less at no additional cost to you. We put our vehicles through a tough safety and mechanical inspection before it can have the powertrain warranty forever, giving you a peace of mind with your purchase. This warranty is good anywhere in the country, and it covers 100% of parts and labor with no mileage limit, and is covered as long as you own the vehicle. Come pick out your dealership car at non-dealership pricing with a powertrain warranty forever at Icon Automotive.
Watch a new episode of Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m. Your tips may be eligible for a cash reward, featuring items about officer training, various aspects of police work, and crime prevention information. You'll hear about upcoming family-friendly engagement events as well. Don't miss Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner on this Wednesday. Well, I didn't give my little cliche. It's hump day. Ooh, we're going all the way downhill. But we got Dr. Williams in with us today. We're talking about clearing the vision. We're talking about clear vision, but we want clarity on your vision as well. I want to say this to all of our clergy here in Pensacola. I think about so many people that I know. Mm-hmm. They walk around, they go to church, and they, I think that, now, I'm a believer to the heart.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a strong believer in my God. But I also think that God tells us to use this.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be afraid to do what you got to do because I got you there.
Yeah.
Now, your spiritual growth.
Yes.
And your leader, I want some of the pastors to get involved with this.
I love that you said that, and you don't even know this about me, but I'm an ordained elder.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
You don't even know that. So what God has done, I've married everything that I've been through, like my government job, my legislative job, and he showed me how to bridge the gap with my spiritual side too. So this conference is a very unique space because I bring all the way from the motherboard of my church
Come on now.
all the way to the elected officials. We come together in a space because we're leading people, and it's not about like the people and the things. You go to conferences and it could be just for doctors, just for lawyers, just for. This is a conference for everyone. And if you're leading, and especially leading people, this is where you need to be, because you're learning, you're solving a problem.
Right.
And the problem is that we need help. We need to help each other. And sometimes we need to be okay with not being okay.
Exactly. Be okay with not being okay. This is what just went through me. Sure, you are the flock. I mean, you're the leader over the flock.
Yes.
But God will use other people or other things to talk to you on how to get to your flock. I love to go back to the scripture that when it says when he spoke to the jackass.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And when he spoke to that jackass, now everybody, that's a donkey. It's called in the Bible the jackass, okay? But what I'm saying is this, though. What it is, the jack said, why are you beating me? But I'm trying to help you and I'm trying to save you. So what am I saying by saying that? Sometimes, and not sometimes, God will have you to go get clarity so you can bring it back to your flock. Do you see where I'm going?
It's so true. I mean, even in the academy, I have pastors that have been pastoring for 30 years, 33 years, and it's tight in the beginning because it's having to do some self-inspection, especially when we're used to fixing everybody.
Right.
We're the ones that solve everybody's problems, but at the end of the day, who's solving yours?
Who's solving yours?
Who's solving yours?
Because I can imagine, even with you knowing this, if you're an elder, you know how many people will pull on you.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
They pull, they're drawing from you, but then you got to have somebody put something back into you.
That's right.
In order for that person to successfully pull on you, that you'll be able to help them. And this is why I say it's a great thing for all of our leaders. We're talking about the leaders in the church. We're talking about the leaders in the community.
Yes.
Please, because you got to realize how many people are drawing on you that you'll be able to successfully see clearly for the vision
there you go.
that you need to get to your flock.
Yes, and it's so true, because sometimes we don't have clarity.
No.
Because we're just going, we're being busy, but I always say we're not productive sometimes.
Exactly.
We don't have great results.
Exactly.
And we don't realize it until we end up burning out.
Exactly. And you're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Who said that? I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
Somebody on TV said that. Oh, I'm ready to go. No, was that Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx. I was like, wait, who's that?
I'm ready to go.
Yes. And it's so true, though. We get to the point where we want to throw our hands up, but we're not supposed to get there. We're supposed to be the healthy ones that are helping other people learn how to be healthy.
Exactly.
Mentally, physically, and spiritually.
That's right.
And so, but we're taking all the burden on ourselves.
Most
and we're not
certainly.
supposed to. And that's the beauty about the coaching aspect.
Right.
That's the beauty about the conference, because you're learning these steps to do better,
right?
So you can serve better.
So if I wanted to get coaching, after I'm going to the conference, can I still get coaching from you? Can I set up times that we have coaching at all times?
Absolutely. So I do coaching, and then I also have the academy. So I love the group coaching piece, because I do bring leaders together in spaces, and that's the goal.
And we learn from each other.
We learn from each other, and we need to talk about that. Maybe in 2025 we'll have some group sessions where we can bring people together in leadership, because it's needed right now. Everyone after COVID has really went through a lot and is burnt out.
Most certainly. And a lot of people are affected still today by that.
Yes, it's a lot of aftermath, right?
Yes.
It's a lot of aftermath and figuring out how to pivot, how to make things work. A lot of churches closed down.
They did.
A lot of people didn't go back. A lot of people are not going back right now to services.
You know that? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And it's okay to go back into the sanctuary.
Yes.
But what do you think that is? I mean, just saying from an overall look at what you've experienced.
Yeah. And
what do you think that is?
I think it was a reality check. I think we were doing a lot more than what we should have been doing. And but we got in a routine.
Okay.
I think it's what we were talking about, even off camera, about getting in that routine, being stuck.
Right.
And I think when people went home to COVID and we had to go in our houses, we were looking around and saying, hey, we really don't need this, or we don't need that. But then you didn't find out what you really do need.
I'm telling you.
Right? So
it was running me crazy.
Yeah. And so you're in there, you're doing all these things, but it's like, what have I been doing?
Exactly.
And you don't really have a good solution. But I think when you have a coach that are like, okay, let's breathe and let's figure out why you're feeling this way. Because COVID made us all slow down.
It made us stop. A sudden stop.
And And with that, there was a stopping point, but then you weren't, I said we don't practically and intentionally plan. Like, you're stopped, but what did you do with that stop? What did you do with that pause? Did you try to create a vision? Did you ask God what's next?
Exactly.
You know, we just got spent up. And I think really what we need to do now is regroup.
And most certainly. You know, I want to ask this question here, because when it comes to, let's say from a personal life with COVID, how it affected everybody. And for our community, and I want to say this because I want to talk to our community, because sometimes our community has this thing, oh, I don't need to talk to anybody, or I don't need to go see anybody. I can go out with the fellas, have a beer.
Right.
I can go out with the girls and go out and just let my hair down.
Yeah.
No. Why is there a stigma with our community about help when it comes to sitting and talking with someone?
Yeah.
Well, how can she tell me what she don't know me?
That's a great question, but think about it. We've always been taught that what goes on in the house stays in the house, right? And so when it goes back to like what I say, when we do that self-inspection and we wonder why we do what we do, because when you really think about it, mom, dad, grandmama and them, they told us, you better not say nothing. You better not
behind these doors, better stay behind these doors.
So it becomes a part of us because we keep hearing that.
And that's still carried down through the generations. And that what happens in our home is our business.
It's our business. And then we're, as a black woman, we're supposed to be strong.
Right.
We don't show, we're not supposed to shed the tears. We're supposed to be making things happen. We're the fixers. We're the doers. So we just keep doing. We keep fixing. And we're not designed
you're talking about me now.
Wait a minute, right? Me too. Like not being able to be honest all the time with, hey, I just can't do it. Hey, I'm tired. Like we just keep going and going till we burn out.
You are talking about me because of the fact, even with COVID, when it kept me there, oh God, I was in my house almost 2 years. Those walls were climbing in on me. I would think of anything, and you know, the streets were bare. You didn't see anybody hardly on the street. You couldn't go to the gym. You couldn't do anything. But the fact of it is, even now, when you say that, now I believe now recently, because I was reared the same way. What happens in here, it stays in here. So if I hear it, somebody out here said it.
That's right.
Right? But the fact of it is that when I got over that, that I can sit down. Do you know there are some points still that it's difficult to let out?
Yes. But it's normal because it's things that we haven't really dealt with and got to the root of it. We got to get to the root of it, and sit down and work our way through it. I have this little activity that I call the gremlin. So you know the gremlin's asking.
I remember the gremlins
questions, and you figure it out, and then you draw the picture of, okay, you've answered the questions, but what does this gremlin look like? And a lot of times we dig and ask the questions, and it goes back to our childhood. It goes back to something that happened that was trauma when we were 15, 16. Really? You know, and we're still responding and reacting on that because we never dealt with it.
Subconsciously, it's still there.
It's still there. It's still there. So, you know, sometimes when you hear something that triggers you to why do I feel that way? Like what, you know, it's something that's still in there. We're human. It's in there.
Oh, I got some triggers.
Right? And we all do. And it's like when we sit down in the coaching aspect and we actually sit with ourselves. And scripture says it, be still.
That's right.
Be still and know that I am
God. I can do it.
He created us,
right? And I always say he can do it all by himself. He don't need my help.
Be still. He's telling us all the time. Be still. And when we lean and depend on him, when we're sitting down, hearing him, we'll get clarity.
Exactly.
We'll see why we do what we do.
Exactly.
It might not be easy to hear it. It might not be. You feel it too, right? And it might not be easy, but if we work through it, we'll be better. We'll be better for it.
Unbelievable. Look, we are having so much, I am getting so much knowledge here today with Dr. Williams because it is absolutely what we need. And I am so pleased to know that you can be a part of that. All of the leaders, if you are even thinking about your own business. You need to have that clarity there because when you start this business now, you are here. You got to be over all of this. So you got to make sure this is clear. That vision that you have, that you can get there so that it can be that success by us coming together, working.
Yes.
And helping each other.
That part.
You know?
And being able to convey it to other people. And I think even when I was working to build Clear Vision, I didn't have clarity myself. You know, like, okay, this is new for me. I was used to working for other people, used to working for the government. I had to sit down and figure things out and go through steps and process, bumps, bruises, all of that. Even building a team, dealing with people.
That's right. Who you thought you could trust.
Yes.
I'm sure you've run into that.
Yes. And it's like that. And it's like, well, why am I responding this way? Why am I having a hard time with this? It was stuff that I had to sit with myself and realize, like,
I gotta get this.
And it was stuff that rooted all the way back.
Isn't that amazing?
I was always like this. And so in order to move forward and do the things that God has for us to do, we have to get rid of all the things that
that baggage that you're bringing with you.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Dr. Williams about a Clear Vision conference that's coming up the last of January through February the 1st.
Yes, ma'am.
So look, we're going to tell you more when we come back after this, because look, you need to be a part. I really want you to take this time. This is the right time of year to do it. It's kicking off 2025 in a positive way. Get clarity. We're going to tell you how right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
Some attorney ads are really over the top, within-your-face concepts. Not this one, because there's nothing exciting about bankruptcy law. But if you're struggling with credit card debt, medical bills, student loans, repossession, or mortgage payments, you'll want to hear this. Lewis & Jernevoy has helped thousands of people with financial problems for over 20 years. We may be able to help you achieve financial freedom, and that is exciting. Call Lewis & Jernevoy today for a free consultation.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
They did. And welcome back to this Wednesday edition of Sunshine's Corner. I am having such a fantastic, I feel like I'm in the chair. Let me see. We're talking with Dr. Williams today. Clear Vision, they've got a conference coming up. And I love I want to share this again, because I think these words that I saw are so powerful because of the fact of, I want you to hear this. Clarity is the light that turns confusion into confidence. Clarity is the light that turns confusion into confidence. I'm a very confident woman.
Yeah.
I believe I can do anything. But I think some people take that as the wrong way. Because I'm like, yeah. It's not that I'm trying to hurt you.
Right.
It's just that
you know you.
I know me.
You can do it.
I can do this.
That's right.
I can do it.
Yeah.
And I think I want everybody to get that clarity so you can have that confidence.
And it's so true. I mean, it's just like having a GPS, right?
Right, come on.
When you don't know where you're going,
that's right.
Don't you feel like so much like,
oh my God, I just missed a turn.
Right,
oh my God, I got to turn around. It's confusing.
Everything is off. Everything is off.
Absolutely.
And that's what clarity brings to us. When we know where we're going,
thank you.
We can go.
We can get there. You better get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
And I say that because with the fact that, and I want to bring this back into the question, to the equation, with the conference that's coming up January the 30th.
Yes, ma'am.
Through February the 1st.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's going to be a weekend filled with nothing but knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
And once you receive that power, then you know how to share it out abroad so that everybody can grow from it.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on, look at that. I'm getting there.
You doing it. You doing it.
But you see, Clear Vision Leadership Wellness Summit, that's going to be taking place January 30th through February the 1st. And all you need to do, look at that. So it's going to be at 1500 Miracle Strip Parkway.
Yes.
Isn't that something? Oh, we got a phone call. Somebody, I guess, maybe this is a pastor. Let's see.
Let's see. Let's see.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just have a quick question. How do Clear Vision Leaders Conference relate to diversity group training in corporations?
So good. Thank you, caller, for that question. Actually, throughout all the DEI situations and things are going on, I actually go into corporations and teach DEI and diversity and equity and inclusion. And so with Clear Vision, it is a unified group. So I have people from all backgrounds, genders. It's not just a women's conference.
Right.
So I have leaders, pastors, I have legislative, I have elected officials, I have all kinds of backgrounds, black, white, brown. We're all in the space because we need each other. We're
yes,
better,
we do.
We're better together.
Exactly.
And so anything that you come with, if you know me, Dr. Kennita Williams, they know that it's not one thing. We're all coming together. So where there's unity, there's strength.
Yes.
And I bridge the gap for people. That's what
Absolutely.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that answered your question, caller, because I hope that you're at the conference because I'm going to be there. I promise. I'm promising it on Today Live. I'm going to the conference, and I need that. And I would encourage anybody else. And now that you're speaking on the diversity, we need that everywhere we go. Because I'll say this, because I'm glad that you said that together.
Yeah, we're better.
All of us, we're better.
We're better.
Because some people haven't gotten there yet.
That's so true. And I think if we open up our table more and we learn more. And I'm from a military background. I'm from Delaware. So I say we're gray. We all come together and we're used to coming together. And you know, when you have problems and when you I lived in Alaska before I came to Florida. So Alaska, North Pole to be exact. And so when you're in negative 40, 50 degree weather, you come together, you knock on each other's door, you eat at each other's tables, and you come together. And that's what I did love about Alaska, because we found things.
Polar bears.
Yes, right. And moose. But we all came together because we all had the same problems. It was negative for everybody. It was cold for everybody. You know, we were all trying to figure it out. And where there's unity, there's strength. And there was knowledge all around. And so that's what I've done even with the conference. I bring people from all backgrounds.
So I would just want people to, it's not just a black conference.
Exactly.
That's the point. It's not just a black conference.
All of my speakers, my leaders, you know, we're black, white, Hispanic. We are all together learning from each other because when I look at my table, that's who I have all of us at the table.
Exactly. Yeah. And that is so great. Yes. And I'm glad that she called and said that because of the fact. So hopefully she'll be at the conference as well.
Please come.
Please come because
you will feel very comfortable.
Most certainly.
All together.
And I think when you can sit there and have a conversation with somebody that does not look like you, to let them know it's all the same.
I'm telling you, we're more alike than we are different. And so when you actually sit and have a conversation, we all have kids that's doing the most. We all
have the same problems.
Yeah, we got to get up and go to a job and make some money. We all have the same problems. But if we come together, your background can help my background.
Exactly.
And then, you know, like I said, my husband's from the South. I'm from the North.
And they live up there with polar bears.
Yes, and we're better together. You know, we bring different ideas, different backgrounds. And it's even funny when I bring the leaders together. So I have pastors, and I have elected officials. I'm bringing church and state all together. But they're helping each other solve problems.
Most certainly.
They're sitting at the table together. Like I said, it's very interactive. So I'm not just up teaching. No, We have other speakers that come in that are professionals then in their
That's gonna help
backgrounds.
you.
I have dietitians coming in,
Everything.
talking about the food. I have clinicians coming in talking about mental health. So experts in their own right, because
Right.
I don't know it all.
Thank you.
So I don't try to teach it all.
There you go.
So I bring in my friends. I bring in coaches that I have trained that are coming in from their backgrounds in teaching. And so it's coming in, we're coming together and we're unifying each other.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yes.
So everybody, please don't forget. Can you believe our hour is up? I can't believe this. When we got a great conversation, it goes
Yes.
by so quickly. But listen, don't forget. Make sure you go online. It's going to take place January the 30th through February the 1st. Now, what's that website again?
www.clearvisionleader.com.
So if you forget that, call me. I'll get it to you. So listen, everybody. I tell you, it has been wonderful.
Oh, it's
we
been
have
my
been,
pleasure.
but look, I gave you my word. I am coming to the conference.
Yes.
We are going to have fun because some things I need to let out. I need to work on. There's some
Yes.
things that I need to get clarity on so that I can grow.
Yes.
And I would encourage any and everybody that's viewing this today, pass the word along. And again, let me say this. Now, this show will play again this afternoon at 6 o'clock for the people who couldn't watch it today.
Okay.
They'll get to watch it tonight.
Good.
Okay, excellent. And I'll tell you, thank you so much for taking the time to drive in this morning, because this is not the last time. We got to have you back
thank
so
you
we can
for
talk
having
about
me.
it
Yes.
even more.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Williams. And maybe she's going to bring her husband back the next time to talk
Yes.
about it even more.
Yes.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Everybody, listen, it's been a fantastic day. I tell you, I can't believe it when it goes so quickly that the things that we touch, it's only because I think it's so important that we get this message out. Everything that we do, we try to do it for the community so that we can come together and grow. And that way, that vision will give you clarity as well. So listen, make sure you stay with us now, because tomorrow we've got a young man that's coming in that has written a book, and he calls it what? Well, Make That Make Sense, CENTS. Okay, I can't wait to read that one. So listen, leaving you as I do every single day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first, I'll guarantee you this, you will be a total success. So until 9 o'clock in the morning, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great Wednesday, and please, clear vision gives you clarity. I'll see you there. Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. No, Lee. We're gonna do the thing first, then he'll get one of me. I gotta get this big ponytail out. This is that's the guy with all the hair. I'm gonna do it too.
Okay. Ready?
Hi, you know tomorrow's Friday, and get this. No, it's not. Ready? Well, tomorrow being Thursday, I've got a great show lined up for you. And get this, I want you to learn how to make sense from it. CENTS. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, Sunshine's Corner on Blab TV. Yay! He wrote a book. And he's a young guy, right? But he is doing, the book is called Make It Make Sense. If you're going to go through something, make it make sense. And I want to learn how to